Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring another video. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a timeless reading. You could also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this energy as your own. Um, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything. If you'd like to work with me on spiritual advice, on twin flame stuff, on astrology readings, and more, my information is in the description below. And if you'd like to book a free consult with me, my Calendly link is in the description below. Keep in mind we have masculine and feminine energies in our bodies. So feminine can be masculine, masculine can be feminine. So use those terms as they make sense in your situation. All right, y'all. So let me get into it. So one thing that's coming up is for some of you collective, you have a new love that's coming in. And the new love is working to make sure that you feel love. The two of you are pouring into each other. You're expressing yourselves. You are sharing more and more information. You're working on opening up to each other. And for your masculine, he may not be that verbally expressive. He's trying to show you in other ways how much he loves you too. And for you, you are making a decision. Do you want to be patient? Do you want to forget about this and move on, to yet another new masculine? But you have a lot of options right now. Um, and so that's another thing. But this masculine and you are working on pouring into each other, reciprocating, working on expressing how you feel toward each other and really acting on those things too. Um, Soon you may be getting a proposal, you may be getting an invitation, you may be going on a trip together, you may be, doing a honeymoon together, you may be doing a lot of things, giving each other gifts. Um, Feels like your relationship is getting deeper. It's going past surface level. And for the two of you, it's about showing you are loved and that the other person is loved. And um, so again, with the expression, and I know that a lot of masculines aren't as great as they could be at it because they didn't get a lot of honesty. They didn't get a lot of training on it. They didn't get a lot of experience with it. And so they're wondering, okay, like, what do I really do? And then when you ask them to do something, sometimes they're like, okay, I'm not ready. I'm not there. I'm not like, what do you do when a person, when a person is not there yet? Either that's why I'm saying you have a decision. Do you want to move on to a new person, new love, or do you want to work with this person because they're like you get people to certain places and then you decide like, do you stay, do you go, what do you do? And so this is maybe part of the dilemma that you're facing right now. And are you thinking, okay, if I move on to someone else, it could be the same, like at least you know this person, but another person, you're like, mm, you don't know that person, so you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what their thoughts and feelings. You don't know, of course, they're a whole new person, but you're like, at least I know this person, and maybe that's part of what's going on with you. That you're saying, okay, I at least I know what I'm dealing with. At least, even if it's bad, it's still familiar, and there's something about us as humans that we appreciate that, and that's why sometimes we'll stay in situations where we shouldn't, but we feel like, well, at least we know what we're getting, and we can move on with our lives. But it's like you're not happy with it. It's not what you wanted. So you know, feel torn and you can't really stay. Um, so it is figuring out like um, what's the best thing that you can do. And sometimes it is to stay and be patient, other times it is to go. But one thing is for sure, it's important for you to consider where you are as well. And the more, sometimes, you know, we have to think as spiritually powerful beings that we get some challenges that we get because God also knows that we're able to handle it. And so, on one hand, you think, okay, yeah, but I don't have to put myself in the most challenging situation in the world just so I can prove that I'm skilled or talented or gifted enough to handle it. No. But sometimes you are put in those positions. Like if you notice that you continue to attract the same types of people, they are doing this same or similar things, I would say, then you want to look at you anyway. In general, you want to look at yourself, but in particular, if you're attracting like 3 out of 3 the same type of person, you have to think, okay, one, the way that the world is, and two, the way that you are, that there's something that you're also needing to work on. And sometimes people come to you because they know what you can do and they want you to do this with them too. And of course, I can't say yes, you should definitely, or no, you shouldn't. I can say that you ask God for discernment and you do the thing that you know is the best. But just know that there are some people that are very challenged and they need your help, but they're trying. And so it's okay. Sometimes it's very challenging, but either you decide yes, you'll stay, no, you won't, you'll move on. But creating a safe place, and sometimes even when you don't create that safe of a place because no one is perfect, you still end up getting that person staying because they feel safe enough. It's not a perfect place, but it's safe enough. Just consider also that you want someone to create a safe space for you. You want to I was talking about this. You want to kind of reward a person. You want to reward a person for making progress, for moving forward. And also, for sometimes some people are tongue tied, some people are speechless when it comes to collective because you're so beautiful. You glowed up, you look amazing, your body looks amazing. Um, and they're attracted to you in that way, and they know that you're intelligent, they know that you're the total package, you have so much, you know, to offer. You have healing energy, you have abundance, you have a whole bunch of everything that they're looking for. And so now you might attract a lot of people that are here and they don't want to leave, but you also might have a lot of options these days in love. And this is something, you know, also that you could look out for. Like for some people, you telling them like the most, what's the word? You're giving them the most honest feedback, but they're not leaving because they want to stay with you, because they want to make things work, because they want to work on themselves, they want to get better so that it can work out between the two of you, because they know that they're in love with you. No, they don't want to leave. They want to work this out. They know that they can build with you like no one else. They know that they can be your friend. You will be their friend. You'll be their confidant, their partner. You're intelligent, like I said. You're kind. You're a healing person. You're loving. You're gentle. You're all those things. and you're abundant. They know they can make a ton of money with you. They can build a ton of things with you. They know that they can't do it as well with anyone else. They're just, they want you. That's it. They want the collective. If someone else walked up, and said, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, whatever, they're like, nah, no thanks. I have someone. And it's the collective. So they don't want to let you go. They want things to work with you. They just know that it's going to be a challenge. And they know that you're demanding more of them, but they want to give you that because they want to stay with you. A lot of things that you've done in their lives, they've seen the change everyone else around them has too. And they're like, you changed. You're so much better. You're so much this. You're so much like you look more confident. You look like years younger. You look like you're so much more successful. You've achieved so many more things. And it's because you've been with the collective. And so you can't let the collective go out of your life. And so they're saying, okay, well, how do I get the collective back? Because maybe they fumbled you, they were clowning, and they lost you. And so now they're trying to figure out, how do they get you back? How do they get you to be close to them again so that they can really build, so they can come together with you, they can do some things. And you're very patient, but again, ask God for discernment to determine whether you want to stay in this situation or not, if you are supposed to move on to someone new. And maybe you're supposed to be challenged with these things until you overcome them, as in move out of those situations. And maybe you need to continue to work on your own things too. And maybe that's the reason why you're attracting more of the things that you are puzzled by. So you will decide. I didn't want to make the video too long. Again, as always, happy lightning fast manifesting. Continue to glow up. Continue to watch, read, listen to things that lift you up. Don't worry if people are envious or jealous because you look amazing. That's just the way life goes for you sometimes, collective. Continue to work on growing your spiritual powers, gifts, abilities. Continue to work on surrounding yourself with people who want everyone to win. Continue to work on surrounding yourself with the energy that will lift everyone up. As always, again, happy lightning fast manifesting. And I'm going to talk to y'all again soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.